Hey guys, welcome to Draw With Sandee at the Little Artistic Nook. Today we'll be drawing this cute little ostrich. For our ostrich, we're going to have her head on the left side of the page and the body over to the right. So begin by drawing out an oval near the top left side of your paper. Then you can go ahead and draw in a large curve under the top of the eye for the first highlight, and draw in a small heart just beneath that, and then shade in around the eye. Next, we're going to move our pencil across the page to leave a pretty big space and go ahead and start drawing in the second eye, starting with the oval, and then going ahead and drawing in your two highlights. First, the big curve at the top and the small heart beneath it. Then you can go ahead and shade that in. Coming back to the top of the eyes, we're going to draw in some long eyelashes by sweeping a curve over and towards the outside edges of the eyes, nice and long, so that when we draw in the head, they extend past the outside edge. To begin drawing out our ostrich's beak, we're going to start just underneath the left eye, and we're going to bring it over to underneath the right eye. So we'll start with just a small little mark right under the inside of that left eye, curve up as you come past the center of the face, and then back down as you come over to the right eye. Once again, we'll repeat this line pattern, but this time just underneath and rounding at the corners to create the entire top of her beak. So bringing up towards the center there and curving back down under the eye. Then draw a small curved line underneath for the bottom of her beak. Then we're going to draw in some cheeks. So the cheeks come from just outside near the bottom of the eyes and wrap all the way underneath. You're going to run into your beak, so you're going to break your line and just continue on the other side. Do the same thing under both eyes. And then we'll go ahead and add two little eyebrows just above the eyes for some extra cuteness. For our ostrich's head, I'm going to leave a little space on the center for some little feathers because I'm using a marker. When you're doing this, if you're using pencil, you don't need to leave any gaps. So to begin, we're going to draw from the top, and as we come around the outside edge of the face and meet those eyelashes, we're going to just break the pencil line so that the head falls in behind. So begin to curve a line down over the eyes and then bring it around to wrap underneath that cheek. As you come towards the beak, you're going to start to create a little bit of a wavy line all the way underneath the beak. Do the same thing on the other side of the head, and once again, you don't have to leave that little space if you're using a pencil. Come in behind the eyelashes by just breaking your line and then connecting at the bottom. Then we'll go ahead and we'll fill in the little feathers at the top of her head. So I'm just going to draw 3, maybe 4 little feathers just growing out the top. Now for the neck, I'm going to come back to just underneath the little feathery bits, or almost, if you didn't draw them, right under the center line of the beak. This is going to be where her neck is coming from, so I'm just going to mark 2 little markers coming from the bottom of the head. And then I'm going to start to draw from the right marker a little curve that comes down just a little bit, and then I'm going to start to curve that line towards the right corner of my page. Go back to the other side of her neck and start to bring a line down a little bit lower this time, and we're going to curve it back so that you've created 2 sets of parallel lines. With your 2 lines ending at an angle, we're going to draw in some wavy feather lines to close off this neck. For the body, I'm going to start at the top here of the neck, and I'm going to draw a big curve up towards the top of my page that comes about in line with the top of her head. So it's a pretty noticeable curve, so just start here, bring it up and start to curve over towards the right as you come in line with the top of the head. To create the underside of her body, I'm going to do the similar thing, but this time starting from the bottom of the neck. I'm going to draw a curved line pointing slightly downwards and stop about halfway through her body line there. And then I'm going to really start to bring that line up towards the top right corner as if we want to get narrower near the back of her body. So your top and bottom line are coming closer together. And then to close off the back of her body here, I'm going to do those same wavy lines, just a little bit bigger to create the illusion of some loose feathers. Then we'll draw out some long feathers here for her tail, just starting right at that line, bringing a big curve upwards and rounding it at the top and bringing it back down to meet the body. So you can just overlap these by creating a series of curves, or almost as if you're drawing really long hooks. So I can fit 4 in here, you might be able to fit more or less. To draw in her wing, come inside the body and starting a little bit close to the neck, you're going to draw a curved line that mimics that top line of her body, bringing it towards the tail, and then you're going to start to round this as you come back towards the center. And we're going to do this 2 more times, so now we're making another little curve, and then finally our last one, and we're going to bring it back up to meet the top of the wing, but leave it open. You don't want it to be completely closed. To begin thinking about our legs, you're going to find that point at the bottom of her body where the 2 directions, or your 2 lines that you drew, meet. So where we have the line that curves down from the neck and it meets where the line starts to curve up towards the tail. So from that point, which is about the center line, we're going to start drawing in the legs. So begin by drawing an angled line that's angling slightly towards the bottom right corner of your page, not too long, and then you're going to do a second line just behind it, so that's to the right, and we're going to make it just a little bit longer. Then you're going to come back and we're going to start to angle our legs slightly downwards. So it's not a perfectly straight line down, but it's not as angled as the top of the leg. Come back to that second line and you're going to start to narrow it as you become a little bit closer to the bottom of your page. Then you can curve out from the front line to create the first toe, close off the bottom of her foot with a horizontal line, and then draw in a second curve behind the front toe to create a second one. Her second leg is going to fall in behind but look like it's out in front, so we'll do a very similar pattern here, drawing a slightly curved angled line towards that bottom right corner. And then we're going to start to angle downwards towards the bottom of our page. Bring in the back of the leg this time, and it's probably going to come off the front of your first leg. Draw that nice curve for the toe, and then make a second one coming just off the top of the first and closing it off. And now let's give our ostrich a little setting. So to do that, I'm going to just start by drawing out a simple ground line. It's higher than her feet, so you have to notice if her 2 feet are not on the same plane, that this line is higher than her highest foot, so that she looks like she's fully standing on the ground. And extend it out both sides of your paper. Then we can draw out some tall grasses, just starting here on the left. I'm going to start at the ground line and draw a curved line upwards, make a point at the top, and bring it back down to the ground, widening as I come to the bottom. You can do as many of these as you like. You can angle them in different directions. They can be different heights. You can draw some in behind the front ones by just connecting at the edges of your front leaves and drawing back towards them. And of course, add any other details you like. But otherwise, guys, this is our cute little ostrich. Thank you so much for drawing with me today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So until next time for another Draw with Sandee at the Little Artistic Nook, keep making art and keep smiling.